And our expert Sally Cunningham joins us live from Cazenovia Park. Good morning, Sally.
Hi, I'm here in a wonderful Olmsted Park. This is Cazenovia Park, and I want to highlight a great event that's going to take place next Saturday when there will be arborists all over this park from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and there's probably 6 companies donating their men for 30 people. It's probably $40,000 worth of work in this park. And I'm going to introduce Jared Weber here. Jared Weber is from Bradley Tree, and he is in the business with his father, Rex Weber, and I want to ask what you're going to be doing next week.
Next week, we'll be in here addressing all the problem trees that we have. Lots of hangers are up in them. There's still storm damage from the October storm. We'll be doing fertilizing on the trees. There'll be certain trees that are a hazard that need to come down that we'll be addressing. And, you know, we're doing this through the New York State Arborists Association, so there'll be a lot of members of that, local, good, quality arborists working here.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference if you get real professionals. I want to ask you, why should people care about these? We're looking at a white oak,
Machias?
Probably 150 years old, magnificent tree, the most valuable tree you can do for nature. But why should people care about the old trees? Why not put in some pretty young, fresh ones?
These old trees have been around longer than most of us have. They have a lot of history. There's a lot of good air quality to these trees. There's just a lot of character to these old trees that these new little plantings just don't have.
Not to mention the oxygen factor.
Absolutely. And also, you know, to prune an old tree out, most of the time you're going to save a lot more money than having it removed.
Yeah, I learned that, and if you take care of an old tree, you can increase its longevity by many, many decades just by taking out the dead stuff and opening up the tree to some of the light. Well, I think it's wonderful what you're doing, Jared, thanks to the New York State Arborist Association. That'll be a great event, and should the public come out? Is there any benefit to them?
Absolutely. This is a great opportunity for the public to come out, see what their local arborists do, see the professional arborists that have training, have good qualifications for what they should be doing, and just seeing somebody in the local area, a local business, giving back to their community.
That's fabulous. And I will take a couple of questions now while we're watching our arborists. Who's up?
All right, well, we have Sue from Machias for you. Good morning, Sue. What's your question for Sally?
Hi,
yes,
Sue.
I have an orchid that you just add ice to, and it's starting to get a little bit too big for the pot, so I'm wondering what you would recommend for transplanting procedures.
I think it's important to put an orchid in really good orchid medium that you buy in a true orchid pot, just a little bigger than what you have. And you know, at the Botanical Gardens, you can get help from the Orchid Society every Wednesday morning with repotting your orchid. So good luck. It's not difficult. Just read up and get the right medium. Time for another question.
Yes, we have Lynn from East Aurora. Good morning, Lynn, and what's your question?
Good morning and happy Easter. My question is it too late to transplant a bleeding heart that already has its shoots out already?
You can transplant a bleeding heart that already has its shoots. It can sometimes shock a plant, but very carefully transplant it. Put some compost in the hole. So it's a good time to transplant things. If you don't have to, I'd wait till after the flower, but that part's up to you. I want to thank Jared Weber, and I want to thank the New York State Arborists who are volunteering next Saturday to take care of our beautiful trees in our beautiful park. And thank you so much, Jared, for taking your Sunday morning off.
Well, thank you for being out here with us, Sally.
Yep, and happy Arbor Day coming up.
All right,
Bye
thanks,
now.
Sally. Looks like a lot of fun. Well, coming up